Well, hello, my little lambda lambs. Welcome back to another episode of What the with me, Sunny Larue, also known as professional martini drinking blogger. Oh my God, you guys. Today's episode, I have a couple of updates for you. We're going to be talking about the Katt Williams and Steve Harvey feud, I guess. That's still going on. Steve Harvey has finally spoken, and we're going to discuss that. So before we get into all the shenanigans of it, you guys like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you won't miss out on when we post new episodes, go live, and give you updates and all those good things. It is truly the freest and easiest way to support the channel. Now let's get into this tea, coffee in this case. As you know, Katt Williams, about a week or two now, had came out with an explosive interview, and it's a FU interview to the kings of comedy, specifically Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey. He also went on to mention Tiffany Haddish, which I really don't know why, because she's really not that relevant. Sorry, Tiffany, but not. And he talks about Ricky Smiley, and I'm giving Ricky Smiley some grace right now. He is struggling, guys. I mean, he is struggling. So we're just going to put that to bed for now. Let's give him some grace. And so he goes on and mentioned Harvey Weinstein. Yes, the Harvey Weinstein of it all. So it was just a scathing interview that he did with Shannon over at the Club Shay Shay, right? And so, y'all some messes out there. Y'all was digging up jokes and stuff, and y'all put it out there. I mean, y'all was walking them streets. So everybody responded. Everybody. I mean, everybody, except for Steve Harvey. So when Steve Harvey responded, it wasn't to Katt Williams' interview. It was in reference to his staff. And that's another episode for another time. And we will be talking about it because that is the big topic of conversation as well. So, but he was responding, saying that he had to fire one of his social media team persons for putting out crappy social media marketing everything, okay? And then he kind of got into the Katt Williams of it all, saying that he does not even do his own social media. Well, most celebrities don't. They do hire a team and do the social media for them. And so he doesn't see most of the content that goes out. But for some reason, he saw that content that went out about who's the worst comedian, who you think is the worst comedian, and he fired that person for that. Whatever about. We're not here to response that Steve Harvey has come up with. So this is on X, formerly Twitter, and he wrote this tweet here. And so what I'm going to do is just play the audio of it, and then we'll talk. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I'm old school. And don't come at me, y'all. Don't come at me with that. You guys won't get the point, though, if you haven't already seen it. Okay, so let's watch this again. Turn it up.
I say you don't have to open your mouth. You don't have to do it, man. He prepares the table in the presence of mine enemies. He do it all the time. All my haters, I ain't got to say nothing to them. They got TV. They can cut their TV on 7 days a week. All that hating, he on there. Oh, man, I don't even worry about it. You know, I've learned how to handle haters, man. And the only reason you have haters is because you're effective. You have haters for two reasons. You're doing something that they're jealous of, or God is preparing to take you somewhere and the devil is providing opposition. Those are the reasons you have haters. God is about to do something and the devil has to throw opposition. Those are the two reasons you have haters.
Okay, let's stop. First of all, you have haters because you doing stuff out there that you ain't got no business doing. You allegedly stealing people's material, their jokes, their ideas, and you parlaying that into millions and millions of dollars and not giving these people their credit. We saw you do this with Mark Curry. We see you doing it with Katt Williams. So stop it. And two, haters are hating on you, Steve, because look how you treat your staff. All right? You treat staff like trash. You treat your fans like trash too. But that's, again, another episode, a time for another episode. This is just, and you know what? I gotta say this. I gotta say this to you guys. Don't come at me. But side note, he's trying to sound like a preacher, like trying to sound like Dr. Martin Luther King. And shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King. May God rest your soul. His birthday's coming up on Monday, and I hope you guys will be able to have the day off and enjoy all the parades and activities around the country that is dedicated to all the work that Martin Luther King has done. So we continue to celebrate. Now back to this. You sound like one of those bootleg preachers my mom used to talk about. She's like, no, he's just a bootleg preacher, meaning that he's just foolish. Okay, let's get back into the thick of things.
I got plenty of haters. When I get them, man, I always look and see what God finna do. Like I got somebody really attacking me right now. I mean, really going after me, man. I'm just waiting to see what God gonna do. Because they're gonna have to get on. But everybody that came after me before, you eventually had to get on. Because they can't listen to me, man. Can't nobody stop what God got for you. And nobody, there ain't a man living can stop not one thing God got for you. Don't even worry about them haters, man. Just all you gotta do is just keep shining. They see you. You ain't got to say nothing.
Okay. So he goes on and on and on. We're going to stop there. So he says he has a bunch of haters. He ain't thinking about them. You ain't got to respond to none of them, but yet you're responding. Okay. And I find it very interesting when, how can I, well, you know what? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to offend people, but that is his response to Katt Williams. Even though he did not say Katt's name specifically, we all know who he's talking about. We all know who he is talking about. Just come out. You're responding anyway. Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. I think that's the problem that people are having with Steve Harvey. But anyway, Steve Harvey spoke. He speaks. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think of it all? Hopefully, this will be the last that we talk about this until next year, the beginning of next year, when Katt brings it back up, because he does this every year. But I want to know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, okay? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you won't miss out on updates, new episodes, or when we go live. It is the freest and easiest way to support the channel. I'm going to get on with this coffee and come back a little bit later because we got to talk about the Natalia Grace story. Y'all, lambs, man, that is a mess. It's a mess, okay? It is a mess. We have Real Housewives. We got to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac and what's going on over there. We just saw Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We're going to talk about that. And we have the Married to Medicine, Heavenly versus Sweet Tea. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Sweet Tea side, but we'll talk about all those things. And we also have Star Wars news. Yes, we are going to be visiting the galaxy far, far away. In fact, that news is so, you're not going to believe it. So we have a lot to get into. And of course, we still have to talk about Dave Chappelle and his controversial Netflix special. Yes. Y'all think I forgot about that? No, honey. She ain't forgot about it. She ain't forgot about it. Anyway, so that's it on the Katt Williams and Steve Harvey. They all responded to Katt Williams in his own way. Not funny, in my opinion. And some of them didn't even need to respond. But hopefully this is the end of it. And till next year, let's just move on to the next story, okay? And I want to say one more thing before I sign off of this episode. I got a Facebook group for What the... Okay, so if you guys want more stories and more interactive and engagement, head on over to your Facebook and look for What the F with Sunny Larue. Sign up, become a member. I promise you, you will not be sorry. All right, guys, I will see you on the next story. Bye for now.